Let us discuss semi-empirical methods in computational chemistry. Semi-empirical methods are also called semi-experimental method. This is because they combine the physical theory with the experiment. The Schrodinger equation based quantum mechanical methods like simple Huckel method and extended Huckel method are examples for semi-empirical method. This is because in these two methods, that is simple Huckel methods and extended Huckel methods, we need a parameterization against an experiment to calculate the parameters related to a particular geometry. Semi-empirical calculations are set up with the same general structure as that of Hartree for calculations. That is, they require here also the semi-empirical methods require a Hamiltonian and also a wave function. The semi-empirical methods simply construct a Fock matrix and diagonalize it to get the molecular orbital energy levels and molecular orbitals. SHM, that is simple Huckel molecular orbitals method, gives energy levels in terms of the parameter beta, whereas the extended Huckel methods needs an experimental valence ionization potential to calculate the Fock matrix elements. The SE methods are much closer to the ab initio methods. As in the ab initio calculations, here also in the SE semi-empirical method, the Fock matrix element is calculated from the core integral, that is HRR core, and density matrix element rho Tu, and the electron repulsion integral Rs bar Tu or Ru bar Ts, using the equation that is the Fock matrix element FRS, that is equal to HRS core 1 plus summation of U is equal to 1 to M, summation of U is equal to T is equal to 1 to M rho Tu Rs bar Tu minus 1 by 2 Rs bar Ts. To initiate the semi-empirical calculations, as in the case of all computational chemistry method, we need an initial guess of the coefficient. And also, in order to calculate the density matrix element rho T, we need an initial guess. The guess comes from the simple Huckel molecular orbital theory or from extended Huckel molecular orbital theory. The Fock matrix element FRS is then diagonalized repeatedly to refine the energy levels and coefficient. Semi-empirical methods are parameterized to reproduce various results, most often geometry and energy. Some researchers have extended this by including dipole moment, heat of reaction, and ionization potential in the parameterization set. A few methods have been parameterized to reproduce the specific properties such as electronic spectra, NMR chemical shift. Semi-empirical calculations can be used to compute properties other than those used in parameterization set. Many semi-empirical methods compute energies as heat of formation. The researcher should not add 0-point corrections to these energies because the thermodynamic corrections are implicit in the parameterization. The advantage of semi-empirical calculations is that they are much faster than the ab initio calculations. One disadvantage of semi-empirical calculation is that the result that obtained from semi-empirical calculations can be erratic and fewer properties can be predicted reliably. Next, we have to study simple Huckel method. I am just mentioning about the simple Huckel method. The Huckel method is one of the earliest and simplest semi-empirical method. A Huckel calculation models only the pi electrons in a planar conjugated hydrocarbon. Here, the parameter is used to describe the interaction between the bonded atoms in the conjugated planar hydrocarbon. There are no second atom effect. Huckel calculations do reflect orbital symmetry and quantitatively predict the orbital coefficient. Huckel calculations can give crude quantitative information or qualitative insight into the conjugated compound, but are seldom used today. The primary use of Huckel calculation now is as a class exercise because it is a calculation that can be done by hand. An extended version of this Huckel method is the extended Huckel method. In extended Huckel method, the calculation is a symbol, that is modeling the valence orbitals based on orbital overlap and the experimental electron affinities and ionization potential. Orbital overlap can be obtained from a simplified single Slater type orbital representations based on atomic radius. The advantage of extended Huckel calculations over Huckel calculations is that they model all the valence orbitals. The primary reason for the interest in the extended Huckel method today is because the method is general enough to use for all elements in the periodic table. This is not extremely accurate or sophisticated method. However, it is still used for inorganic modeling. Another current use in the extended Huckel method is in computing band structures, which are extremely computation intensity calculation. Because of this, extended Huckel method is often used as a method of choice for band structure calculations. By using this extended Huckel method, we can find the orbital symmetry also. It is known to be fairly poor at predicting molecular geometry. Let us discuss what is PPP approach in semi-empirical methods. The Pariser-Parr-Pople, that is PPP method, is an extension of the Huckel method that allows heteroatoms and other hydrogens. The Fock matrix elements are calculated using the equation that has already discussed. By using the equation 1, we can find out the Fock matrix element. Here, in PPP approach, the core integral HRR represent the nucleus plus all non-pi system electrons, and the density matrix element rho Tu represent, or it is calculated from the coefficient of those p atomic orbitals contributing the pi system, and the Rs bar Tu represent the electron repulsion integrals in the pi system. The PPP based terms have been incorporated in molecular mechanics calculations to describe aromaticity. This method is also popular for developing simple parameterized analytic expressions for molecular properties. Another one is CNDO approach in semi-empirical method. This is called the complete neglect differential overlap method, and this is the simplest of neglect differential operation overlap method. This general geometry method is the first semi-empirical self-consistent field type method to go beyond the pi electrons. CNDO calculations models the valence orbital using minimal basis set of Slater type orbitals. Here the Fock matrix elements are calculated using the equation 1. For a CNDO calculation, the core integral HRR core represent the nucleus plus or core electrons. The density matrix elements ρTU is calculated from the coefficient of the valence atomic orbitals, and the 2 electron repulsion integrals refers to the valence electrons. There are two versions of CNDO approach, that is CNDO1, CNDO2. The CNDO2 method, which is an improved version of the CNDO1 method. There is also a CNDO-S method that is parameterized to produce electronic spectra. The CNDO-S method does not yield the improved prediction excitation energies, but the expense of pure prediction of molecular geometry. References: Computational Chemistry, Eero Lovers, Introduction to Computational Chemistry, Frank Jensen, Computational Chemistry, A Practical Guide for Applying Techniques to Real-World Problems, David C. Young, and Computational Chemistry by